So hi to all the viewers of Doctor Tutorials. Today I have with me Dr. Amirthalingeswaran, who has secured an All India rank 14 in the AIMS merit list and rank 13 in the common merit list of the recently conducted INISS October session. So hearty congrats to you, Doctor.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So So before we move deep into your preparation strategies and all, can you give a brief introduction of yourself, where you're from, where have you completed your college and all?
Sir, I'm my native is from Pondicherry. I did my UG in Indira Gandhi Medical College, Pondicherry, government, and then I did my PG from Stanley Medical College, Chennai. And I just worked for 3 months in Vikram GH as a assistant physician. Then I just
Okay.
quit that, and then I just started preparing for endocrine for the past 1 year.
So this is your second attempt at INISS, right?
Yes, sir. I just attempted 1 year last November. In that I got 78th rank. Then I didn't attend May because I just want to join a Jipmer because that is my nearby place. So I didn't attend the May in ESS, and then I waited and attempted this November in ESS.
Okay. So it's been almost a year since you passed your MD, right?
Yes.
So exactly at what point did you make that choice that endocrinology is your preferred specialty and you have to go for it? Is it during your residency or once you have finished or in the brink of finishing your residency?
No, so actually my preferred choice after finishing my UG was to do DM neurology. So during my first year of MD residency, also I just got to go with neurology. Then during my second year residency, I just got a patient with hyponatremia. So while working up for hyponatremia, I just ended up with cortisol deficiency and then gone up with ICD deficiency. So that case has given me interest to work. So as it is a government sector, we don't have a such a sufficient fund to do the testings. So I just worked for 3 months on that case. So in those 3 months, I got more enthusiastic to read about endocrinology and I did go a little bit depth. And then during that 3 months, and that case has changed my preference from neurology to endocrinology.
So, Dr. Amirthalingeswaran has put up a very important point. Many students prefer endocrinology nowadays, mainly because it is a non-interventional specialty, and they feel that the purview of endocrinology is limited to, say, diabetes and thyroid, and it is a sort of you can just see the patients, and it is good for your financial gains and all. But I have to remind you that endocrinology offers you a great balance between your academics because endocrine is much, much beyond your diabetes, thyroid diseases. As our doctor has pointed out, it goes beyond the adrenals, the thyroid, the parathyroid, the bone mineral metabolism, the pancreas, the electrolyte metabolism, so many things, and a vast, vast area of pediatric endocrinology. So there is so much to learn, so much to crack, make the diagnosis, and there is much, much beyond the usuals that you associate with endocrinology. And I would reiterate the fact that Dr. Amritalingeswaran, you had made an excellent choice for choosing endocrinology. So,
Thank you, sir.
so how have you faced your preparation like? So you have made the decision of endocrinology. So how was your preparation like? Did you start reading the standard textbook that is a Williams endocrinology? Have you read that cover to cover, or have you just gone through the tables? And what was your primary source material for preparing for INA endocrinology?
Mm, First of all, last November in ESS, I just read Harrison tables alone. I just went to and gave them exams. Then I didn't get the desired rank. Then I just bought job tutorials like 3 months back, literally 3 months back. Then I just watched all your videos, and then by watching all your videos and make the notes, separate notes. And in the last 10 days before the exam, I just read all the notes, and then Harrison tables alone. I just read. So I didn't go through Williams books from top to bottom. In the Williams only, I read all the flow charts, like how to diagnose for Cushing's, and like that only I just read. I didn't read from top to bottom because I didn't find the time to read all those things. Because whatever the points you said, it covered maximum majority in all the books. So that is self sufficient for me to score these ranks.
So
I watched
again,
all
that is
your
a
videos. I just watch all your videos, and then I just watch the day before the exam, 2 days before the exam. I just watch all the previous year question paper discussions from your videos.
So we have made an interesting point there because I've been interviewing the toppers for the last few years, and when I ask the same question to the previous year toppers, I usually get a divided opinion. So some I've come across who have read Williams cover to cover, some have just screened through the tables, and here Dr. Amritalingeswaran is mentioning he hardly went through the Williams text as a whole and mainly went through some of the flow charts. So still you can see, so he's here with a great rank of All India 13, even without going through the standard textbook. So, Dr. Amirthalingeswaran, you have attended the last year INI and this year INI. So, do you
Yes.
feel that the source material that you have read from the videos of doc tutorials, could it have been sufficient for cracking the last year as well, or was there a significant change in pattern of questions?
Basically, they concentrate more on a basics pattern. The thing is, which I read the last year, I didn't read deep enough, so I didn't cover about the bone mineral metabolisms that much in the last in ESS. I just covered only the important topics on the Harrison alone. I didn't last in ESS. I didn't read Harry Williams at all. I just read Harrison and then went and I gave up the exam. But this exams, I just covered all your videos. So I make a point on what all the values and the units and other the flow charts, and then I revise that flow charts again, and then I gave up the exams. Basically, if we cover basics and bone marrow metabolism, that will be good enough to score good marks. And we have to go through the Harrison also because that also carries equal weightage to get into the rank. And then in this also, I just made some silly mistakes, but which you are covered in the videos, but I didn't go through it deeply. So I just made some 5 to 10 questions and a silly mistake that went in wrong in the endocrine part alone.
Okay. So I again want to stress upon the fact that if an aspirant is having a limited time ahead of them for the INI endocrinology exams, say 2 months, 3 months, or 4 months, and it is not a wise idea to start reading from Williams endocrinology because it is such a vast textbook with highly volatile content. So I would urge every student who has subscribed doc tutorials to go from the scratch and go through the entire doc tutorials long videos content, because I have curated the videos in such a way that all the important points from Williams, the newer advances, as well as the recent guidelines, those points were incorporated. And I've started from the basic physiology, coursing through the clinical presentation, the management, as well as the recent advances part. Okay, so coming back to our preparation strategies, Dr. Amritalingeswaran.
Yes,
So
sir.
you have taken us through your endocrine preparation journey. So how exactly did you manage your medicine part? Because most often this medicine part turns out to be the game changer because everyone scores big in the endo, and this medicine, if it is on the slightly tougher side, that would be the eventual rank deciding one. So was there any specific strategy that you have followed for tackling the medicine questions?
I just started reading medicine initially, sir. In the first, I just started preparing for any endocrine NESS like in the month of March. So from March, April, May, and June, I read only Harrison tables alone. I didn't touch endocrine part. I read other than endocrine, all the thing I covered from the Harrison. And then last 3 months, I just watched all your videos, and then I read Harrison tables, and then I gone through some Williams flowcharts and tables alone. And then 1 week before the exam, I just watched all the previous year question back discussions of yours, and then I just again 2 to 3 days back, I initially where while I'm reading or watching your videos, I'll just make a note of my own format, whichever is possible. I can and then use my color pens to highlight the important points, and then I use my sticky notes. So basically, I just finished all your videos in 3 months. Then basically, so October is exam was on October 26th. So like October 10, I just stopped all the I stopped going to watch videos. I just read all the notes, and then I just again watched all the previous year question papers a second time, so that if any questions comes from that, many of them will score good marks. So if I make any mistakes at that time, that will give a big backward from my rank.
Okay, so very good point that you have made, Dr. Amirthalingeswaran. And if I were a student appearing for the INISS, I would exactly follow the same strategy as you did. Like I would make notes from the long videos, and I would place that as my baseline knowledge source, and I would add upon whatever new points that I come across while solving the Q bank or while doing the previous question papers or from any other sources or from reading the textbooks. I would add on that point to my base notes, which is the notes from long videos. So I think that is a very important take home message for all the endocrine aspirants out there in the future years. So doctor, once you have cleared your initial hurdle, that is the initial MCQ part. So how did you prepare yourself for the final departmental assessment, that is the interview, which is important for the AIMS entrance?
Uh, yeah, so basically, you just posted some 3 to 5 videos, previous discussions about interviews. I just watched all those interviews videos, and then the thing is, I didn't read about the investigational part in the endocrine during my exam time, my MCQs time. So, and then from your videos and I mean, in the miscellaneous topics. So after giving up exam for interview, I just read all the 4 investigational. Luckily, I get a question only on the investigations, like what is sandwich essays and what is competitive essays, and then what is TSH and how will you measure that. So I just answered that.
So, so overall, did you feel that whatever sources our platform Doc Tutorials has offered in the form of long videos, the Q Bank, your quick revision program, the grant test, and finally the mock interview sessions, would it be a standalone source which you can suggest for a future aspirant for their endocrinology INI preparation?
So coming to endocrine part, it is more than sufficient. It seems the 60 to 50 to 55 questions. I just will cover it in the videos and all the thing. The rest, the medicine part is alone is quite bit difficult. So I just subscribed only the endocrine DM endocrine part alone. I didn't subscribe for NEAT. So I just watched your videos only for endocrine parts. So if anyone wants to subscribe for endocrine, I will basically give this idea to you can subscribe this and you can watch all the videos from top to bottom. Then make a notes of those videos because you won't get the time again to watch again all the videos at the end point. So if you make a notes, it will be easy for you to revise in the last 15 to 20 days of time. Whatever the videos you covered has carried up to 55 questions. I just go through those 55 questions. The thing is, I made a little bit mistakes in the 10 questions which backed up from a rank. If I did all the questions in right now, then I will be in a good rank.
So you have already gotten a very good rank, Dr. Amrital Krishna, and most probably you will get a seat in one of the aims as well. So you have made a very good, like a take-home message, like a take-home message for the all the aspirants who are watching this video, and I would sincerely like extend our warm congratulations from myself and from our entire team for your time as well as for your great achievement. So, all the very best in all your future personal and professional endeavors, Dr. Amirthalingeswaran, and very happy that you have given your valuable time to us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.